So in this video, we'll be going over the top 5 stats you need to know here in the Denver metro market. It's time for How's the Market, November 2019. Hi guys, Titus King here, Keller Williams Realty Downtown. Thanksgiving season is upon us, so how is the demand here in the Denver metro area? We're still seeing a lot of market activity happening later in the year than we have in the last several years. The number one stat to show that is number of homes sold. So October 2019, we had 4,978 homes sold. That is a 9% increase over last year at this time, which was 4,580 homes, and a 3% increase from last month, which was 4,831 homes. So we're seeing more activity going on later into the year. There's been so much pent-up demand over the last buying season that it's spilling out later into the year. Typically, the highest price of the year comes around May and June, and that was no difference this year. However, for October, the average sale price was $484,000. That is a 3.2% increase from last year at this time and a 0.6% increase from last month. We're seeing an increase on number of homes sold and an increase on prices. That means there's still a lot of demand in our market. Now, this time of year, the number of new listings and active listings tends to drop off, and this year is no different. The count of new listings for the month of October was 5,424. That is a 1.3% increase, so a very small increase from last year, but is a 10.2% decrease from last month. So we're seeing a huge drop off in the number of homes that are coming onto the market. The overall number of active listings was 8,261. That was a count at the end of the month. That was a 2.8% decrease from last year, but a 13% decrease from last month. That drop in inventory tends to boost prices just a little bit because of that drop of supply. So we're seeing that drop of supply in the average days on market. The average days on market is 39 days. That was a 7-day drop from last year and a 2-day drop from last month. So the signs are telling us there's still more demand. There's still a lot more buyers out there this late into the buying season. Weeks of inventory tells us the same story. We have 7 weeks of inventory. That is a 2-week decrease from last month and a 1-week decrease from last year. As is typical this time of year, we see a little bit less activity, but we are still seeing that demand pushing later into the buying and selling season. And that supply is lowering, the demand is still there, so that's boosting prices just a little bit for this time of year. Now, one thing to note is the difference between your detached houses, those are your single family detached, and your attached condos and townhouses. The sold price of those detached single family homes was only a 1.5% increase from last year, whereas the sold price of the attached condos and townhomes is a 6.8% increase from last year. So there's a surge in demand on those lower priced condos and townhouses, whereas on the detached single family homes, we may be hitting that affordability tipping point where the buyers can only handle so much appreciation that has been occurring over the last several years. So the detached and attached homes still have a very, very strong seller's market. There's still a lot of demand in there. It's just a tad bit softer on the single family detached homes. If you're trying to buy an attached condo or townhouse, you're really going to have to bring your strongest offers, really bring your A game when you're attacking those ones, because you're still going to have a lot of competition this time of year. If you're thinking about buying, selling, refinancing, or you're just curious about what your home is worth, give me a call. Let's schedule a time to sit down and do a real in-depth neighborhood analysis on the value of your home. So Thanksgiving is here. I would like to know, what are you most thankful for? I've got a beautiful wife, beautiful 3-year-old son, and a baby on the way. I'll post up some pictures of that. I'm also incredibly grateful for all of you that I've been able to help buy or sell a house, and all my future clients who I'll be able to help over the next 12 months. So I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. I'm Titus King, Keller Williams Realty Downtown. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all again in the next one.